Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Long time no see. It has been a while since I've actually sat and filmed a video, but I'm back and I'm very excited to film this one because we're going to be talking about my new obsession, of course, and favourite show at the moment, and that is HEARTSTOPPER. Oh my god, this show. Okay, not being funny, the minute I started watching it, I was hooked, and I was like, oh my god, I have to film a video about it. But life has just got in the way. Like, everything's just happened. I went on holiday, I've been working, and then I've been ill again, and then I've been doing this. I don't know if you noticed, but like, it looks good now, doesn't it? But like, I've been doing all sorts of stuff, and I've just not actually had the time to sit and film it. But now, here I am, I'm gonna film it. It's actually quite hilarious, because it's like July, it's like the beginning of July. When did it come out? Like the end of April. Literally. But oh my god, I don't even know where to start with it, with this video. And I've sort of just come on and filmed, which is a really bad idea, because I normally always like bring out my notepad and be like, I've structured it, and I haven't done that today because I didn't end up doing it. I wanted to, but again, I didn't bother. Never mind, I'm just gonna do it. I'm sort of like gonna have structure in my head. I'm gonna try and not go off on different tangents, and it's gonna be great. But like, oh boy, do I have so much to talk about, because I feel like it's massive at the moment. Like, everyone loves HEARTSTOPPER, and I love that, because it didn't take me long to fall in love with it, I tell you that. And I have seen it a good like 70 plus times. Like, I've seen it so many times, I can't stop watching it. It is everything, and I cannot wait for season 2. Like, the fact we renewed it, and we had 2 more seasons renewed and not just 1. Wow, I was so happy about it. But yes, we're gonna get into it, and it's gonna be great. So let's get comfy, get out your snacks and a drink. This is when I talk for bloody ages, so like, get strapped in, and yes, let's talk about HEARTSTOPPER. Let's go. So yes, going into the show, that's going to be the first thing we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about sort of like when I first started watching it, and really, I did well with this, because I think I've said in the past that when shows come out, they get massive, and then I see bits of it, and then I finally watch it. No, this, I think what happened, I was waiting for work one day, and I was scrolling on TikTok, you know, as you do, and I saw a clip, like an edit of it, and I was like, shit, this looks hella cute, what is that? So I instantly went to Netflix and saw it on there, and started watching it, and then I was hooked. Like, it's such a binge-worthy show, but it's such, like, it's just cringy, but I love it, you know, like, it's just, it's everything. So I started watching it. Literally, I don't think it was the day it came out. It could have been like a couple of days after it. And like I said, it was before work, so I just started watching it. And then I was really sad, because I then had to go to work, and I was in the middle of like watching it. And I was like, oh god, they're so cute, I love them. And it's everything. Now, by this as well, I obviously did not know that anything about Alice Oseman, or like her amazing like Osemanverse. I didn't know anything about that. I didn't know it was based on her books or like graphic novels. I didn't know that. I just started watching it, and I was like, holy shit, it's so adorable. I loved everything about it. I actually now love that Alice basically worked on the show, because, you know, I just watched it as a show at first, and then the more you get into it, and the more you get obsessed with it, you like hear things. Obviously then my TikTok became flooded of just HEARTSTOPPER. It just knows. I don't know what happens. Like, I go through phases. When I watched Miraculous and was obsessed with that, it was just Miraculous shit, and now it's HEARTSTOPPER. Wow. But like, that's exactly what happened. And then I found out about like the books, or well, did I know about the books as I was watching it? Probably I did. And then of course, because of that, I was like, oh well, I kind of want it, so I fucking bought all of them, and Yes, I'm so... I've already read, not them, just choice, but like, that's commitment. So these ones I bought from the works because there was a TikTok about them being in the works, and I was like, hell yes. So I ran there with my friend one day. I was like, we need to see, and they were all in there, so of course I bought all of them. I think only these first three on the top here, these ones have Nick and Charlie in it. I've already read this one this winter. It was so cute. And then Solitaire is the one I need to read next. I still need to do it. And then, oh my god, though. It's heartbreaking. I can't wait for season 2, but I'm also like, oh my god, I'm not going to be okay. Like, I need tissues. I'm going to. Because obviously now I know. Like, I've heard about what happens, but then from reading the novels, I then found out because I read it. But yes, this one, it's funny as well because I keep saying season 3, but I mean season 2, but it's volume 3 because this book is what we're going to get in season 2. I can't wait, I actually can't. And it's just everything. I know the cast actually went to Paris recently and everyone was like, oh my god, it's happening, but they were like, relax, not yet. We're not doing it, but we are. Oh god, I'm not ready. Like, I instantly, the minute that episode 8 ended, I wanted more. Like, the minute it ended and I was like, holy shit. And like, I didn't even know about season 2 or 3 for like, how many, did we have to wait? Did we have to wait like a month? I'm pretty sure it was out like a month before it got renewed, like told we had a season 2 and 3. And then I was like, oh my god. And I was like, oh my god, I need it now. Like, hurry up and film it so I can watch it because I need it. Because obviously these two are the ones that we're gonna get. And honestly, I was shook with how literally identical it is. Like, they have practically just jumped out of the box, like the comics they have. It's ridiculous. Like, I couldn't get over it. I mean, there's obviously other bits. Like, there's things that they didn't do and there's things that they added. But like, I couldn't get over it because normally it's always based off of, and it's very different. And it's like, yeah, it's alright, but it's not like the book. But like, this is literally the book, and I live for that. So like, I was happy with that, and it was just, oh, I can't. I'm starting to like go off of it, but like, I am so excited for season 2 and season 3. Like, I know that like it's gonna be sometime next year, and I'm not ready. Like, I'm actually, I want it now. Like, I actually do. I just want to watch it. But like, I think that's why I bought them, because I was then like, well, I kind of want to already know what I'm gonna, like, what's gonna come. But then the problem was, because I got so attached to the cast, when I was watching it and looking at it, like reading it, I just fucking imagined Kit and Joe. Oh my god, them two are so fucking cute. Sorry, I'm starting to swear, but like, it's gonna happen. But like, them two, I love them with all my heart. I'm not being funny though. I think they give me sort of Malik vibes, like fetus Malik, like young Malik. Oh my, so maybe that's why I like it. It probably is, to be honest. And of course, it's a gay, like, because they're gays and they're adorable and just, it's like a coming of age. Honestly, it was my show. Like, I had to watch it. So it was no doubt that I was gonna find it and watch it. But they are. Kit and Joe have my heart. They're both adorable. I actually love them, and it's just, I feel like I'm now obsessed with them. As much as I was with like Matt and Harry when it was Shadowhunters, I'm now obsessed with them like that. But I just can't. Like, they are all adorable. And I also have to say, with being a straight viewer of the show, I thought it was amazing from like the LGBTQ plus like community and like representation. Oh, how good was it? Like, if you are a part of the community and you, like, I was like connecting, and I was crying, and I was feeling it, and I'm not even like I'm an ally. Talk Valentina, that's literally what me and my friend at work do all the time, because like I'm not like homophobic, absolutely not. I am me, that is me, but like, oh my god, I can't. I'm not ready to talk about these things. But yes, being a straight person watching it, wow, I just thought it was amazing. And people have said, I've watched other people's reactions, like, bloody hell, I've watched Abnormally Adam's reactions, he's amazing, I watch it, and he was saying that, like, this was needed for people growing up. And so the fact that kids now have shows like this, wow, you know, like, it's just brilliant. I mean, people were saying that they should, like, show it in schools and have them watch it, and it's like, yes, but that's the thing, it's not just for the LGBTQ, you know, it's not that, it's for everyone, because like certain scenes, straight people and like parents and grandparents should watch it to like understand like what they should, like how they should be treated. Wow, I just love it. It's just so good in that sense, like representing, but it's also just so cozy and like heartwarming, and it's just such a family-friendly show. Like, you can literally watch it at all ages. Like, they were saying that you should watch it at any age because it's adorable. All right, so we're going to now go into sort of talking about the characters and the cast a little bit, because they're everything. I have to obviously say, I did just mention that I love Kit and Joe, but like, they could have not found a better Nick and Charlie. They actually couldn't have. And also, it makes me laugh so much that, oh no. Okay, I have to apologise because the dog has decided to bark. So if she barks now and again, it's because we have people here and she's unsure, but like, hopefully she'll show up eventually. But anyways, as I was saying, I was laughing hysterically when I found out the bloody kids auditioned to be Charlie. I was like, what? You are literally Nick Nelson in a nutshell. It's just the same as Matt Dario auditioning for Jace, when I'm like, sorry, but you are literally Alec, so what are you doing? It just reminds me so much of that. Like, I don't know, it just does. But I was laughing when I found that out. I was like, wait, what? I was like, what are they even thinking? Do they not realise that they are this character? Like, what are they doing? But yeah, they did the right thing. They cast him for Nick, and I can't. He plays him so well. Joe plays Charlie so well, and wow. I just honestly love them. To be honest, somebody asked me the other day at work, because we were talking about Heartstopper, and she was like, who's your favourite character? And I was like, I don't actually know. I have to say Nick though, because I just can't. I think I just love the way Kit plays Nick, if I'm honest, because he's adorable. Help me. But like, yeah, I love everyone. Like, I actually do. So much. Because then there's obviously Tao, Charlie's best friend, who's hilarious, and also, let's say, the only thing about Tao is that he did get on my nerves, but I'll get into that a little bit later. But I love Tao. I do. I love everyone. I love everyone in the show. They're everything. And yeah, Tao is hilarious, and he's like the best friend for Charlie, so ask Sam. Then there's Elle. Holy shit! Elle has my heart. I actually love her. And Yaz. I love Yasmin so much, because I love the fact that they actually have a trans woman playing a trans character. Like, hello! Yes! And she was everything. And also, Bliss Tao and Elle. Holy shit! I'm rooting for them in season 2, because like... But oh my god, so cute. They were adorable. But yeah, I love Elle. And then those episodes, I was like, shit, please be friends, because like, she's everything. So like, yeah, I love her. And then who else? Isaac. Oh, holy shit, Isaac. Isaac is me. I am Isaac. Everything, everywhere. He wasn't obviously in it that much. He was. But like, the bits he was in, holy shit, I was like, yeah, me. I was like, me dog. Everything he said, the way he looked at them, because he just knew. And I was like, same. Literally. I couldn't cope with it. And obviously, Isaac, I found out, was then like a new character for the show. because he's not in the comics or the books. Their friend was Alid, but they didn't do that. So they did Isaac, and Toby plays him so well as well. I love Toby too, because he then did some vlogs. Those vlogs were everything. Like, I loved them because they gave you more content, and I love watching behind the scenes stuff. So like, he fed me some good content, and I stand. So I was loving those vlogs a lot. Who else we got? We've then got Tara and Darcy, the queens only. Fucking Darcy is hilarious. She's such a mood. And them two together, wow, they're adorable. The only thing is though, obviously when I first watched it, I was sort of shook when they announced they were together, because I didn't even sense it, and I don't know why, because it's pretty much gay, the show, but like, I don't know how I didn't sense it with not knowing, because I hadn't like read the books prior. I didn't even twig. And then when she was like, are you two like dating? I was like, wait, are they? And they were like, yeah. And I was like, holy shit, I stand. I can't, with all these couples and these representation, it's everything. But yeah, they are so cute. Tara, oh my god, her and Nick's like friendship, wow. That was it was what? Underrated, yeah. Because it's just, they were everything. Like, she inspired him. How cute is that? Wow, it was so cute, yeah. I really love Tara, but then Darcy's just a mood. And she's so funny. I loved her lines and her comments and things. She was so funny. And everything. And then who else we got? I'm not talking about them. Shall I talk about them? I don't know. We've got Imogen, which she's also a new character, and of course at first I was like, bitch, because I was like, no. But now I actually love her. I really love her, because I think she's so cute. And like, when you look at it, you're like, oh, she's literally just a girl that fancies Nick and just wants to go on a date. Like, you can't blame her. Like, hello. But like, I also liked that because obviously she wasn't in the comics, so they added her in to, like, I think to just stir some drama into it, because obviously the books are a bit more like calmer. They just sort of, we didn't have any of that in the books or the graphic novels. But then for the show they added that in, and we were all like, oh bloody hell. But yeah, it was fine in the end. And then I'm pretty sure they're gonna be like friendship goals, you know, like her and Nick in the end. Obviously she fancied him, but like, that'll pass and we'll be besties, it'll be everything. Ugh, but like, I don't know if I want to talk about them dicks. I hate them so much, and I'm not, okay, we'll talk, who should we talk about first, because like, I'll talk about Ben first, because like, oh, hold on, the dog has something to say. Yeah, we'll talk about Ben first. So, he was a dick, but like, the thing is, he was the gay bully, because he's obviously gay. You kept saying he wasn't, like, please. The only thing is though, I actually love Bash with all my heart. Like, he is so cute, and his friendship with Joe is the sweetest thing ever, and I can't cope with them. But yeah, I actually love him. He's hilarious, he's adorable, love him so much. Ben can die. We don't like Ben. I mean, he bullies him as well. I mean, he totally got blocked on TikTok because he was bullying his own character. Wow. Witty. But yeah, I hate him. But like, of course we do. Because the way he treated Charlie was like, how dare you? But of course my boyfriend came through and helped. So it was fine. But yeah, no, I didn't like him at all. Like, he was a red flag. He was a red flag from the beginning. He actually was. And that bit when he was like, why are you talking to me? I was like, whoa, Charlie, wake up and smell the coffee. Dump his ass right now. Because we hate him. Like, we actually do. We don't like him at all. Like, Nick is way better. So, ugh, yeah, we don't like them. Not much else to say because we just hate him. Because he was just annoying. And, like, he wasn't in it that much, but when he was, ugh, we didn't like him. And, of course, the real dick was Harry. Ugh. And we hate him so much. Such a homophobe, can't cope with him. But, like, the thing is, he actually triggers me. Because, like, with it being quite British, there was parts that weren't, but I'll get into it. But like, with it being quite British, the way Cormac played him, I was like, damn, you're doing well, because he honestly triggered me with like memories from high school of like the dicks, you know, like the hard men, like, no, I didn't like it. So I didn't like it. There was like parts and I was like, oh my god, don't do that, because I was literally like that in high school. It was like, but yeah, he just got on my nerves. He was so irritating. So when Nick punched him in the episode, I was like, please do before I do it, because I'm going to, because I hate him with a passion. He's so, but yeah, you meant to. Obviously, Cormac's a sweetheart, but like, you meant to hate him because he's the bully. But yeah, yuck. I don't like him. So we're moving on. Who else should we talk about quickly? Because there is some more people. Oh my god, Tori, his sis. She's such a mood, but she's iconic. Like, she actually is. When she kept turning up, and he was like, Jesus, Tori. And oh, I can't. They are like, she's such a good sister, but she's so funny. Like, she just appears now and again. It's like, whoa, how do you appear out of nowhere? Oh, the sister magic. I actually love it. The only thing is though, they didn't add in his younger brother, because Charlie has a little brother called Oliver, I think, which they didn't do in the show yet. They might, but they didn't add him in, which I kind of wish they had, because he's so cute in the comic. But yeah, Bloody Tory is so good. It's so good. I actually quite like his family. I'm not sure about his mum. I mean, that scene was hilarious. But like, his dad, wow, his dad is so cute. He's always like, pick you up at 10. And then he's like, I'm here for you if you need me. Oh, wow, help. So that's so cute. Like, best dad ever. But yeah, I love his family a lot. Tori is so funny, and his dad is so sweet. Love them. Who else should we talk about? Oh my god, we should talk about the teachers. What is his name? Mr. Ajayi? Is it Ajayi or Ajayu? Something like that. A king only. Because of course he's gay as well, so Charlie would be with him all the time, like asking him advice. And we love him. Yeah, he was also everything, because, you know, he gave him such good advice. And he was iconic in the last episode where he was like, aren't you gonna tell Nick Nelson to play the match? No, I'm good. Yeah, of course you are. That was everything, because like, if he's like, yeah, I ship it, so I'm not saying it. Yeah, I really do like him a lot. And then the teacher that we do not respect enough, okay, is his form teacher. I'm not being funny, but like, hello, he is the bloody, like, what's the word? But he's like the reason for the shit. So if it wasn't for him putting them next to each other in form, we wouldn't have this story. So like, what's his name? Mr. Lang? Yeah, we can applaud. Take a moment. Applaud Mr. Lang, the king. Like, whenever I watch that first scene now, where he's on about it and he's just a bit like, I'm just thinking, like, thank me later. You can thank me later, because like, I'm sure you'll get along swimmingly. He's like, but we're all like, yeah, but you're gonna get along great, because like, and it's like, wow, a king. Like, little did he know, you just put these boyfriends together and it's everything. So like, we stand you a lot. And then who else? Oh my god, Miss Singh, the PE teacher / rugby coach. She was also everything. Wow, I'm just talking about every character, but like, yeah. I mean, there might be some that I've missed, which is like, oops. But like, literally everyone was great in the show, and obviously, but like for like, because, you know, they're in there because they're meant to be like that. So like, I'm gonna say they're great because they were like to add stuff, yeah. So yes. Those are like talking about the characters, when I'm going to get on to like talking about the actual, like, some scenes and stuff. Because I'll just have to. Let's do it. Right, where am I going to start? I don't even know. Like, this is where I then want to always break it down into episodes. But of course, there's like 8 episodes, which is like, yeah. I've already talked for 30 minutes as it is. But I really want to talk about, like, each one at least. It's just that there's like everyone, so I'm like, should I just talk about Nick and Charlie, or should I talk about a bit? I don't know. I don't even know where to go. I just want to talk about my favourite things, but I always just think I should start at the beginning, because like, it's everything. But of course, the iconic first meeting when he then sits, you know, like we've had this conversation with Mr. Lang, the king, and we sit down. And wait. Them saying hi to each other is triggering. Like, it actually is. And I can't. Like, them sitting next to each other, hi, whoa, I was dead. I was like, oh no, I'm in love already. Like it's happened. I couldn't cope with the leaves as well, and the flowers, and just like the artwork that they added in as well, because of it being Alice and she drew. I love that. But yes, couldn't go with it. Hi, and then the montage they did of them keep saying hi. But like that, I have to say, I don't know if this is a weird thing to say, but like the first episode is like the only episode really that they were like in their uniform or peeking in like the whole episode, I feel like, because they were at school like pretty much all of the episode. So when I don't know if like this isn't how you feel, but like whenever I end episode 8 where they're on the beach all cuddly and then it's like back again because I have to rewatch it, you then start 1 again, and then they're like, you're like getting all attacked because of their like innocence and stuff like in school, but I'm just like, I can't wait for them to start doing lovey-dovey shit in the uniform, because like, was I the only one that thought they looked great in the uniform? I'm sorry, but like, yeah, I did, so I'm always like, I can't wait for that. But yeah, it was funny. Like, they were in school pretty much all that episode, so yeah. But like, oh my god, yeah, and the like drawing on his hand, the pen thing, that was so cute. I don't think that was in, no, that wasn't in the novel. But I can't. And then what else? Him asking him to join the rugby team. Wow. And the like love confession. That is literally all of us at school when our crush talks to us. Like, of course it is. And the fact that his blazer actually changed, like it had love hearts on the like Troom logo. I don't know if you've noticed that, but I saw it and I was like, ah. So that made me laugh. And he was just like, wait, what? The rugby team? I'm not sure about that, but of course I'll say yes, because I get to spend more time with you. And he was training him, they were wrestling each other. Wow, it was so gay. it was. And you could see Nick's little face as he was like starting to, oh yeah, it was so cute. And I have to talk about the giggle, like Joe's giggle, when he was like, well done. He was like, I was like, same. Literally same. Like, every time he does that, I'm like, stop, that is so cute. Oh, yeah, it was adorable. Oh, we need to talk about the ending of season 1. No, episode 1, because like, hey, that is pretty much the only scene of him and Ben that I watch, because come through King, you know, Nick coming to save the day. Wow, I love it so much. I think it's just because I have a thing about like boyfriends being very protective of their like boyfriend girlfriend. Oh, I think it's so attractive. Like, I actually do. I'm like, sure. I'm like, stop, because I love it. It's like when their boyfriend or girlfriend, or like, yeah, literally, but like when their boyfriend and girlfriend is in need, or like something's happening, somebody's like talking shit to them, and then they come through and they're like going off to them and like protecting. Oh, I actually love it. And the fact that they weren't even a thing in this one, but yeah, I still lived for it, because he protected him like that. It was everything. It really was. Because he was like, I was like, whoa, sexual harassment, what are we doing? And then he was like, the hand just appears and like, move to the left, son, get off my boyfriend. Oh, it was everything. I loved that a lot. So yes, on the Texan, wow, there's literally everything. I can't, because I'm going to want to talk about it all, but I can't do that. So I'm just going to go with that for the first one, and then we'll start talking about episode 2 now. Let's talk about that. Episode 2. Oh my god, this actually gives me the feels, because of course this one is where you see Nick starting to fall for Charlie, and it's the cutest thing ever. I've seen so many comments now on like TikTok edits of like, Charlie fell first, but Nick fell harder. Yes, of course he did, because you can just see it, like the way he looks at him. God help. I was not okay. I actually wasn't. And this is the one where they have like the snow, because they go to each other's houses in this episode, and that was adorable. Because like, what else? yeah, they like go to you. That's pretty much all that happens, isn't it? They like develop. He like obviously Charlie had a crush from the minute he looked at him, which I don't blame you. And then it's sort of about Nick's crush, I think, which is why it gives me the feels a lot. But yeah, he's like, you should come over to my house. And he's like, should I? But like, this is also the episode where all his friends are like, he's the straightest person I have ever met. And I'm like, okay, do you want to look again? Because like, the way he's looking at him, that's not straight. Okay, it's actually not. So that's where the like, Tao getting on my nerves sort of happened, because as much as I love him and he's hilarious and he's very protective of his bestie, I just was like, don't tell him that shit. Like, when he brought up the fact that he was in love with someone else, I was like, wait, what? Where'd you get that from? Because that's a load of bullshit. So that got on my nerves a little bit. But overall, I do like Tao. He's a great friend. But I was just like, what? Don't go there. Like, all of them being like, okay, he's like the straightest person ever. And then when they found out they were together, they were just like, yay, well done for you. Not like, wait, what? I thought you were straight. I don't know. It was a bit weird, that. But like, yeah, no, that's the only thing in like that side with his friends. They were sort of like annoying me in that way. I was like, why? Because I think it's just the irony, because we know that Nick's actually a sweetheart and that he's getting feelings for him, of course, but they don't know because they just think he's a dick like Harry. So like, I don't blame them, but like, don't be like that. Because like, he's adorable. But yes, I can't, because obviously he goes to Nick's house first and it's everything, and they play Mario Kart, and he's like, what? You're so good. He's like, no, I'm not. He's like, shut up, yeah, you are. You're a proper little nerd. Adorable. And of course, I go to see Nelly, but like, do I? Yeah, I cuddle Nelly for a little bit, and then we did. I'm not being funny though, but the straight boy outfit, what was that? So he's like, oh yeah, let me wear this, because like, I'm so straight, but like, okay, you invited over your boyfriend, like, what are you talking about? But yeah, I loved it. And then it snowed, and I went outside. I was like, okay, that's not realistic, because it never snows here, and it would never snow like that. It would be sludge. Like, you wouldn't be throwing around this perfect snowballs. You'd be throwing around bloody like slush puppies at each other, because that's what it's like living here. But either way, it was movie magic, you know, it was cinematography, whatever it is. So it was adorable in that way. And of course it's because it was in the comics, so they had to include it. And the pictures they took were so cute, my god. But like, when he gave him one for his birthday, shit, I was attacked by that. But yeah, that was also so cute. And that's when you could see it. Like, you could just automatically tell, like, he was liking him from the start. And then obviously he invited him to his house. Well, it's because then he got told by his mates that he was like, he's so straight, and he's like, well, no, he's not. Like, he could be bisexual. Because they were texting and all this shit. So then he was like, and he was thinking like, are you straight or are you gay? Like, I don't know. He was hoping, because he liked him. And that part, when he was like, what? Oh, I'm so too weird. That attacked everyone, I think. And then he was like, do you want to come by my house? Yes, of course I do. He was like, yes. Oh god, I loved it. So then he went over, and that part, like, the whole time he was at his house was so fuzzy. Like, it was just, I got the fuzzy feels so much, because the playing the drums was adorable, and the way he looked at him the whole time, like, he wasn't even focusing on doing the drums, he was just looking at he was just looking at Charlie the whole time, help me. And that jumper, wow, he looked great in that. But yeah, and then to touch it, I can't talk about it. I knew I'd get attacked while I talked about it, because I love it so much, and I feel like watching it already, like, because I'm talking about it and thinking about it. But yeah, they're trying to hold his hand. Oh my god, like, shit. That was his gay awakening. Like, I feel like that was the moment. Maybe like playing the drums and then wanting to touch it, like, hold his hand. That was the moment where I was like, oh my god. And then of course he went home and googled it. Oh my god, I knew. Holy shit. That was sad. And the hug as well. wow, the way he hugged him, and he was like, okay, see you Monday. I'm sorry, he was a mood. I don't think he's straight. I was like, no, sis, he's definitely not. And he goes home, am I gay? And I'm like, wow, I can't. It's like, it was sad, but it was so cute. So yeah. So then, but obviously there's like other parts, but I'm sort of just going to talk about Nick and Charlie because like they're the main like story. But like, of course, Tara and Darcy was so cute in that one because that's when they like revealed that they were together, or like Elle found out, and like because they were then friends, and I was living for that because they were like now friends with her. So that was so cute when we found that out. So yeah, we'll now talk about episode 3. Whoa, the episode, because it was called Kiss, so I was like, holy shit, I'm not ready, because obviously we know what they're gonna do in this episode. But like, I was like, oh my god, I'm not ready for it. And I did love this episode because, of course, I mean, did I? Yeah. But yes, this was so good because, they obviously went to his party, and it was like, ugh. And the fact that they were going on about him being with all these girls, but he was like, because he kept looking at Charlie like, not really. You're gonna have a chance. No, I'm not. I want to get with. It was so cute. I was like, shit now. As they were getting changed in the changing room, he was just like, not really. I kind of like him. I couldn't cope with it. They were so oblivious, and I was just like, fuck you. Like, you didn't know the half of it. But yeah, and the fact as well that when Harry invited him to the party and he was like, please, like, bring some cool people with you as well, he instantly was like, wanna come with me? Whoa. That bit where he asked him, holy shit, that hacked me. Because, like, he's thinking about it before he sits down, and then he's like, hi, and he's just like, and then he ignores. But what it is like, it's when he says, with me. Oh god, the way he says that. Do you want to go to Harry's party? With me. Yes. And he's like, oh shit. It was so cute. He was like, a party? I don't know. But like, with you? Yeah, right. Of course. But then bloody Tao was annoyed, and I was just like, oh, get over it. I felt sorry because, like, we know why, because Tao doesn't like being alone and he doesn't like change. So I get that because I feel like I sort of related in that way. But I was just sort of rooting for them the whole time. So I was like, no, he's going to the party with Nick. It's gonna be great. But then we had some bloody Tao and Elle moment, and they were hella cute. We love them. Oh my god, his mom. Tao's mum is an icon. She is so funny. I love her. Like, he was like, Mom, she's here to see me, not you. But she was like, but I miss her. Wow. Help. Yeah, I loved her a lot. But yeah, their scenes were cute, but like, please. I was caring about them at the party. And it was so funny. Like, Imogen was all over him because she wanted to get with him at the party, but he was just like, not really. And he was looking for Charlie the whole time, and the minute he saw him, his face lit up, and it was the cutest thing ever. And yeah, I was like, shit. And they were like, he was like, I've been looking for you everywhere. And I can't. Like, I go for you. I go to see you. Probably give you a present, dance with you a little bit, and then fuck you. But I'm gonna hang with my boyfriend the whole time. Literally. Like, I don't really care. Like, it's your party, but I don't care about you. Literally. Actual mood. So that's why he invited him. And, like, he was, like, only going because of Nick, to be honest. Because, like, why would I come to your party? You're a dick. You bully me. So, like, yeah. And also, like, Tara and Darcy, everything. That's when we first had, like, Nick and Tara interactions, and I was like, shit, this friendship is gonna be everything, because like this is when she like inspired him to sort of go there with Charlie, because we knew that he started feeling for him and like wanting to do that kind of shit, but he wasn't sure. And so when she came out to him and was like, oh yeah, I have a girlfriend and that's her over there, Darcy, he was like, wait, what? But he was like, that's everything. It was so cool. And I'm not being funny, but Tara knew, like the minute he said Charlie Spring and he was like, we're busy mates, she was like, okay. She was like, yeah. Yeah, totally. But I just loved her so much because she was such a queen in the fact that she was like letting him figure it out, even though she probably sensed it. So like, yeah. Oh, but it was so annoying because then the homophobic dick was interrupting and kept like pushing him into the girls, and he was like, no, but then Charlie left, and then he had to go find him again. He was like running around the whole like I'm being funny, but was it a bloody 16 party or was it a rave? Because like, what? I was like, my 16, I didn't even have one. I was a wired flu, but like, I didn't have one like that. So I was like, I thought we went to be British, not American, because like this is sort of like an American bloody rave party. But like, it was making me laugh because he was like weaving through the crowds of like all these people. I was like, how do you know all these people? You're a dick. How are they friends with you? But yeah, he was looking for him. Wow. And obviously, before he does find him, he watches the queens on the dance floor kissing. Oh god, that was a moment and a half. That was so iconic and such a like turning point. And of course, it was the moment that he was like watching them, and he was so proud of them. Like you could tell he was like rooting for them, and he shipped them so much. And he's their like protector. He's like the lesbian protector. He actually is. He loved it, and that was it. Then he was like, right, where's Charlie? Because I need to kiss him. Literally. So then he did. Oh my god, that scene though where he finds him and he's on the couch, and obviously bloody hell, as they were like split up, he bloody ran into Ben, didn't he? And he was like, don't touch me. When he did that, when he pushed him against the wall, I'm always like, whoa, son. Because like, yeah. But like, bloody hell, Nick's face when he told him about that, he was like, wait, what? Because of course, we all know that he's protective, but like, I'm pretty sure that he was like, shit, what? Because he thought, oh no, don't tell me that you've got back with him. You know, like, don't tell me that you're with him again, because I want to be with you. Or like, I want to sort of like tell you how I feel. But of course I was like, not really, because if we were, you'd see us together. But like, he's like, absolutely not. He's such a dick. I don't like him. I like you. So like, relax. I just couldn't cope with his face. I was just like, stop that. And then he was like, like grabbed his hand, let's go, and like dragged him off. Let's go somewhere quiet again. Oh, let's do it. And the racing, like, that was so gay. I'm not being funny, but it was. You want to race? Like, all right, let's go. Race me up the stairs, like 5 flights. I'd be like, no. I'd be dead, like, halfway through the 5th one, or like the bloody 2nd one, if I'm honest. Because, like, no. He'd be like, turn around, hold on, where are you? I'm dead. I'm back here. Like, there was no way. But yeah, oh god, that was adorable that they raced each other. And then of course that moment where they were in that room, and honestly, I love this scene so much. Like the way she wrote it, because of course it is actually word for word from the comic. So reading it, I was like, oh my god, because it's exactly identical to the comic. So I love that. But even so, like, she still wrote it, and the wording was everything. Like, I couldn't cope with it. You know, like, they go into it, and obviously he's like, no, about Tara. And also, never mind, because she's gay anyway. But it's just the fact that he's like, you assume that they're a she, and then he's like, wait, what? But he's not like, wait, you're not gay, you're not gay, you're not straight. He just kind of words it as like, are they not a girl? Would you kiss someone that's not a girl? Would you date someone that's not a girl? Wow, I like that. Like the way they worded it, and it was just everything. And their faces throughout that scene, proper no. I could not cope. Like Kit did that so well. Like the way he made Nick look so nervous and so cute. Like the way he was still looking at him all like lovey-dovey, but he was nervous about it because he wanted it, but he wasn't sure. Wow, it was so good. It was so well acted. I lived for it. Such a good first kiss scene ever as well. And like the touching and like the music behind them, or the music that they played for that, and the little like sparks they did as they like touch fingers and hands and things. Oh god, it was adorable. It actually was. I can't even, like, of course I'm saying cute and adorable like 60 times over, but like I have to, because it was. But like it also was hilarious when he was asking him the questions, and he was like, I don't know, maybe. You know, like, would you date someone that wasn't a girl? I don't know, maybe. Would you kiss someone that wasn't a girl? I don't know. Would you kiss me? Yes. Of course, because like the crush is you boo, because I like you. Oh dear. Wow. Honestly, it was so good. But like, I liked it because obviously they did like the cute, like soft moment where they kissed. And if you watch it closely, when he then realizes, Charlie's a bit like, okay, you want to, because he says yes to would you kiss me? He then is like, oh, okay, and then starts leaning forward. But then you can see it in Nick's face where he's like, oh my god, he's gonna kiss me. Oh my god, I'm so soft for it, but I love it. Because yeah, and then they kiss and it's so cute. Like, it's such a good first kiss. Like, it's an actual first kiss and it's adorable. And then they have a minute, and then he takes his hand and they get they follow me now. I was like, swear. I was like, stop it. But the fact that they then like, he put his hand on and they like wrapped around each other. No, I was not okay. It was so cute. But then that dick came and interrupted, and that was so sad. But like, we sort of knew something like that was going to happen, because he was like, you okay? Whoa, that attacks me. And I think I don't know what he was going to say, but he was like, I think that he was going to say something like, I think so. Because obviously he didn't be all like, he was looking at him and like, holy shit, did we just do that? I liked it, but like, whoa. But, and then of course he was like, no, you a bit, why? Yes, I am, but like, piss off. I don't want to talk to you. I want to stay here with my boyfriend. Jesus Christ. He was so irritating. So then he ran off. Oh, poor Charlie, honey. I was like, no, don't think that, because it's not happening. It's not real. Because he went back. But it was like, you didn't say anything. So you expect, you know, like, him to still be there. Like, you should have said, wait there. Because then you would have, I don't know. But yeah. Oh my god, the way it ended, holy shit. So when I first saw that seriously attacked me. When he opened the door and he was stood there in the piss wet through, I was like, oh, what? He actually ran to his house in the rain and he's like drenched. Oh, shit. That is fucking, but like, that is true love at its finest. It actually is. Like, he is so in love with him. Like, for doing that, yes, he actually is. Because I have to say that sort of like the kiss part and like the end of 3 and the beginning bit of 4, oh my god, my favourite parts. I love them so much. I really do. Alright, so we're going to go into episode 4 now, and I actually really like this episode. I feel like it is because of like the first part, because that scene, I feel like that is becoming my favourite scene because it's so cute and it's so soft, and I'll tell you why in a bit. But I love it because it starts, obviously, because they like sort of cliffhangered episode 3 where he was like stood there in the rain. So then it starts where it left off and like he stood there and it's like, oh god, because of course Charlie was all heartbroken because he thought he then didn't like kissing him and he was like, oh shit, now I've ruined everything. So then he comes in, he's like, get inside because you're piss wet through. And you can just see that Nick's just like, no about all of it. It's like, don't think that because it's a load of shit. But then his mum, when he comes over, oh my god, that was funny. But yeah, they go into his room, and oh shit, that entire moment was so cute. I keep saying it, but like, not gonna lie, I felt like I cried when I first watched it as well, like when he was crying, because it was just I mean, you know, I bet loads of people can relate to that scene because they've been through that, and it's just like, oh, you know, it's just so cute that you see that people go through this, because at that moment all he knew was that he liked Charlie, that he had feelings for Charlie. That was it. Like, he didn't know who he was and what he identified as. It's just hard when you start feeling something for like the same sex, because then you're meant to like know instantly, and you're meant to be then able to just say, oh obviously I'm gay then. But like, he wasn't. He was like, well, I'm not sure. So that's why it was just so cute that, you know, it was just hard, but like, it was cute. But yeah, I liked it because, of course, they go in, and Nick was trying to say it first, but then they got interrupted. So then they go to it again, but then bloody Charlie like blurts out all this like apology and word vomits all over him, and he's just like, wait, what? He's just like, no, absolutely not, load of shit. He's like, I shouldn't have kissed you. Wait, what? He's like, you should have, because I enjoyed it. Yeah, I wanted it. Oh dear. And the kiss though was was like, whoa. And I think I like it a lot because when you think about it, it's like the only kiss that Nick does. You know, like, really. I feel like there's one more in, like, the bit at the end of 8 where he kisses him, but, like, pretty much all of the other kisses were, like, Charlie did. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure. So I feel like that's why I like this one, because he's just like, Charlie, Charlie. Oh my god, I'm not being funny as well. But the way that Kit / Nick says Charlie, that was triggering. I was like, Jesus Christ, the way you say his name is like, attacks me. Like, I was like, stop. So like, he was like, Charlie, Charlie, and grabs his face, and and then he looks at him, because he didn't even look at him the whole time he was apologising. He was like looking down, and I was like, don't do that, that's horrible. Because he was like, because he still turned up, like, you don't want to speak to me again. He's like, I'm stood right here trying to talk to you, so like, obviously I do. Wow, I can't. But like, yeah, he then grabs his face and kisses him. Oh, like, that was so good. Yeah, she was. And he was shocked. Charlie was just like, oh, never mind. Okay. Because, yeah, because he just, it was so soft as well. And he was dripping with rain. Wow, why did I like that? Like, why did I like that he was soaked from the rain? I don't know, but I did. And then, obviously, he had the confession. That was so funny. It makes me laugh, but I can't help it. Like, I say, oh, honey, but I can't help but, like, chuckle as well, because it's funny. Because he just sort of was like, I'm so sorry, and I'm like, I'm having a full-on gay crisis, and he was just like, shit, really? Like, he's like, holy shit, what is wrong with me? You're making people gay. Like, if it were. Everyone likes me. I turned everyone gay. And the cuddle, like, the way he, like, held him. Shit. But that was so cute as well. He didn't even have to say anything after he rambled on. Like, once he kissed him, it was all him speaking, and then he just sort of put his arm on him and just looked at him like, I'm here for you, babes, it's okay. Wow, help me. So that was adorable so much. I love it a lot. But then, of course, they agreed to, like, keep it a secret. And I was like, keep what a secret? Because, like, I was like, are we technically dating now? So, like, sort of when they started dating, but, like, not really. I don't know. It's sort of a weird thing. But, like, yes, we are. But, yeah. Oh, my God. And then the rain kiss. That was everything. So I'm pretty sure that's what Adam was on about in his video when he was watching it. He was like, oh my god, if they do a rain kiss, I'll die. And of course, I knew about it then. So I was like, haha. But yeah, I was like, oh my god, are they actually going to do it? Because of course, he then, here, you're already wet, but have an umbrella. I was like, well, what? What was the point of that? But still, I walked off and it was pissing it down rain. And then he ran after him. I was like, well, yeah, your mum's going to really be annoyed with you now because I'm still in my pyjamas and now I'm also pissed wet through. But like, fuck that, I was chasing my boyfriend. And he was like, did I forget something? Boy, you said that on purpose so he would kiss you again. You actually did. Like, he totally did. So then he does. Oh my god, it was everything. But I was like, why are we even bothering holding his umbrella anymore? Like, you should have just dropped it and, like, held on to him. Oh, that would have been even better. He actually went off. And he was like, right, bye. Oh my god. Shit, I can't. And then they go to school again, and it's like new now, fresh, because we've sort of like now established our feelings. We've kissed. We're sort of together now. And yeah, it was so cute. But then we go into like the rugby stuff, and it annoys me in a way because then I was like, why? Like when he fell, like when he got hit and fell, why did he not just run over to him and be like, oh my god, are you okay? Because like, I could do that as a friend. Like, I don't have to be all lovey-dovey and kiss you in front of everyone. Like, I could just have been like, oh my god, are you okay? You know, I was like, what? And like, the bits where he was struggling to tackle and all that, and he was training himself, I was like, well, he helped you in the first episode, so why couldn't he have still helped you? Like, I was like, what? I didn't really get it. I didn't know why they did that, because he just walked off, and it was like, what? Why are you going with them dicks? You should have stayed with your boyfriend and helped him, you know, like, and asked if he was okay, because he was like dodging the tackles. He was like, no, don't want to. Probably because he's like, now, fuck that, I'm with you now, so like, I'll leave. Pretty much, yeah. I didn't mind the episode, it was alright, but it did annoy me in that way. Like, every time I watch it now when he falls, I'm like, oh, like, I want it more now as I rewatch it. Like, I want him to just go over and, like, help him. But he didn't, but oh well. But, like, he sort of made up for it because of that scene where he, like, goes in and, like, checks his nosebleed and he's, like, wiping mud off his face. Oh! That was so soft as well. Wow. Couldn't cope with that. It did make me laugh, though, because he was like, you got mud on your face. I was like, they have mud everywhere. You both have mud everywhere. So I'm like, what's the point? But he was just trying to be soft. You know, he's trying to take care of him because he didn't before. So like, I don't blame you. And the way that the bloody Charlie looked at him, holy shit! Like while he was doing it, like the way he looks at him, and then Isaac walks in. That was so funny. I was like, yeah, me. Like, I actually am Isaac in this moment because like that was so funny when he's like, oh, hey, sorry. And they were just like, but like we weren't doing anything. We were just looking at each other. But like, yeah, he could tell. Like Isaac sort of knew already, but like that sort of confirmed it for him, and he was just like, okay, bye. And brought you some antiseptic wipes. Wow, help. That was so funny. I loved it. And they were just like, and then Nick was like, oh shit. But he was like, relax, he'll be fine. But yeah, and then he was like, okay, bye. I actually got it was everything. It was so good. And then, but then of course at the end, like the very end, was when Imogen asked him out on a date, and he was just like, yeah, right. Because he was in front of everyone and that dick. So he was like, oh, okay. But like, can you imagine if he turned around and been like, no, sorry, I can't because I'm with Charlie? They would have been like, but like, he's sweet like that, and obviously Imogen's cute, and she just wanted to go out with him. Like, can you blame her? So she just asked him out. Like, you can't, you know, like she just wanted to. And he was just like, no, but alright, because like, what else am I supposed to say? I felt sorry for him. I was like, oh shit, son. Like, that's kind of sad, but like, because then he was like, oh no, what do I tell Charlie? And of course, fucking Tao and Elle overheard, so then Tao was pissed. I was like, oh, why are you doing this to my heart? I'm not ready for it, so I'm actually not. Alright, so we're still going, because I've only talked about the first four already. I literally talk forever, and I knew this would happen. So I hope you're sitting comfortably. We'll have a minute to just have a drink and maybe get some food if you want it, have a pause, or maybe just come back to it later because we're still going to go. I'm just going to do it in one video because I'm here, I'm dressed up. I don't think I'm going to end up being able to film a part 2, so we're just going to go for it. So yes, let's start talking about episode 5. That was a really good one, so like, let's do it. So yes, I like this one a lot because it's his birthday and they go bowling, and every time I watch it, I just want to go bowling so badly. I'm like, oh my god. Yeah, it was so good because obviously, I mean, of course, obviously we're now like, oh shit, because he's going on this date with Imogen, and we're like, ugh. And the beginning part where he's like, and in the end he's like, I don't want to go, he's trying to tell her, but then she's like, my dog died. I'm like, oh my god, of course it did. Like, what else can we just throw in there that like makes you not want to say it to her? But like, yeah, my dog died. Jesus Christ. And he kept bringing that up. He was like, her dog died, and they were all like, flicker, but like, they were just like, right, okay. But yeah, I just felt sorry for him, I really did, because he was just going through some shit, because he's now realised, you know, he likes Charlie, he wants to like be with Charlie, or like, you know, he wants to do that shit with Charlie, but he still doesn't know who he is, so he's like, oh dear, and now I've been forced to go on this date, or like, I've just felt mean, so I'll go on this date, but he didn't want to, and now he can't tell her because the dog's died. Oh god. But no, it was alright, you know, he got there in the end, because I thought it would be like one of them where it's like, oh shit, now I'm going to go with you, because of course it landed on the same day, like of course it did. So I was like, oh great, so you're going to end up on this date and be like sad for Charlie because you're not going to go. But like the fact that he turned up at the bowling alley, I was like, wait, what? I was like, you totally just ditched Imogen. But I'm thinking that he ended up, he texted us, so I think he was meant to go after that. So I was like, oh, okay. But yeah, it was so cute. He got there and he was so excited when he arrived. It was like, oh my god. Actually, let's talk about when he asked him first, because that was cute. Because he was like tapping him in form, the finger thing again. And he was like, it's my birthday. And he was like, wait, what? And he was like, shit, you could have told me. I would have got you a present. You know, I don't need a present. You do. Wow. That's pretty much the rundown. But, yeah, I loved that as well. Him asking him, and he was all like, yes, of course I'm coming. Like, why wouldn't I? Because it was so cute. But yeah, because of the bit at the beginning, like the very bit, they were having a sleepover, weren't they? Him and his mates, and obviously Tao and Elle were talking about being annoyed because of that, and he wanted to tell him about it, and I was just like, no, just leave it, it's fine. And bloody Isaac yet again was being hilarious because when he said like, I kind of want to invite Nick, he was just like, I thought he was coming anyway. Of course he did. But like, yeah, I think everyone was expecting him to come. But yeah, then they go, and he was so happy that he turned up, because he was like, I didn't think you would, and he was like, of course I did. It's like, why would you say that? And then he introduced, and then they were playing bowling. That was everything. And oh my god, the way they were flaming each other, help me. I thought you liked my arms. What? When did I tell you that? But like, that tickled me a lot. But like, oh god, I can't. And they're like, well yeah, but like Charlie's shut up, but like flirt, whoa. that was adorable. But yeah, they did well with the bowling. And yeah, the flirting was so cute. And yeah, again, Isaac was like, anyone for round two? Trying to like be like, whoa boys, stop doing that, because you're kind of going to reveal it. But yeah. And of course, we then had like the moments of, you know, bloody Tao going off to Charlie in the bathroom, and bloody Nick overheard it and all that shit, and it was like, But whatever. The hug, holy shit. When he hugged him, because obviously you could see in his little face, it was like, did he feel bad that he was sort of not saying anything? Because of course he told him not to, and he still didn't say anything to Tao in the bathroom. So then he obviously felt bad about it. So he hugged him, and oh my god, the way they hugged each other, it was adorable. It really was. And Charlie was just like, okay, because he was just like, right, you're hugging me, but like, yeah, I love it. It's like, I love hugging you, so yeah. And then, what else? Oh yeah, we have the, like, he talks to Tao and stuff like that. But then we'll talk about more Nick and Charlie. But so they go off and do arcade stuff, don't they? And then they're at the like grabbing thing, and oh my god, that scene was so cute, because of course he then tells him about the bathroom scene, or like the bathroom talk, hearing it, and he's like, it's shit. And then they sort of go off a bit and like talk really cute, and like, I wish I'd met you when I was younger. I was like, bloody hell, you're 16. Like, how young do you want to be when you met him? Oh god, it was sad. But then he gives him his blue present, and oh my god, that attacked me when he opens it, and it was a picture of them. Whoa, I didn't expect it to be that. I don't actually know what I expected it to be, but like when it was that, I was like, shit, that is so cute. And his little face, he was like, what? Jesus Christ. They are so cute. And obviously then he, like, that was sort of when they like full on said that they liked each other, like, you know, like, I like you, you like me, wasn't that obvious? Shit, how you know, because it's like, in that way, like, I really like you, but like that, you know, like, we finally established our feelings. And then he was like, I want to kiss you so bad. And I was like, stop that. But like, I have to say about that kiss, because of course he said it, but just as like a thing. But then he looked around and he was like, all right then. So he was like, wait, what? But then the fact that he was then okay with it, he was like, yes, you can kiss me, but still, you can kiss me. You know, like, he then didn't just go, yeah, all right, and kiss him. He let him kiss him. Wow, that was so cute. And it was so good. It was a great kiss, because obviously it's like now our first like kissing after we've like told each other we really like each other. And the way his like hand on his neck, that attacked me. They're so soft for each other, and you can just see it. It's like when they started doing all the kissy lovey-dovey, oh, it was so cute. And you could see in Nick's face how much he loved doing that with him. You know, like how much he was loving it and loving Charlie. Yeah, it was adorable. They are so cute. And then I have to say though, the scene with Imogen at the end, I actually really liked, because it was cute. You know, he admitted it. He admitted like what he didn't like her like that. And she was just like, oh, okay, you know, and then he sort of opened up a bit, and which I thought was really quite cute. You know, he's showing vulnerability, but to someone else. You know, it wasn't, because he did that a lot with Charlie, but that's because he was really close, and like he could, you know, he needed Charlie. Charlie was his anchor, really, because of going through this shit. But yeah, I liked that he could talk to her about it, because you know, because he felt bad for like basically ditching her in the end. And the fact he took Nelly because her dog died, wow. He's so cute. He really is. He's just like not in the sense of girls. He's just like, no thanks. I don't, I'm not feeling you. Like, I don't want to be you. I like Charlie. But yeah, I liked that. I thought it was a really well done scene, and I really liked that they added that in, because you know, and that made for the bit in 8 when she was like, you know, it made sense then because he told her. Wow. Yeah, love it. All right, so episode 6 was also such a good one, but it was sort of a really good like one for Tara and Darcy, I have to say. I felt like it was more in that way. I weirdly didn't feel like there was that much Nick and Charlie in this one, because they sort of was telling the story of them too, and I don't mind that. I was living for it, because they are adorable, and it was showing like bloody Tara going through the shit, because obviously then when they came out everyone was like bullying her, and I was like, how dare you, like, actually. But we obviously got more of the amazing friendship that is Tara and Nick, because of course he then decided to tell her, you know, that they were going out. And obviously he was researching the maybe being bisexual. Oh my god, him having a bloody bi panic while watching Pirates. That was hilarious. I was like, oh my god. I was like, oh my god, that's so funny. But like, I mean, can you blame him? It's like bloody Keira Knightley and Orlando Bloom on the screen, so like, yeah. And his mom, like, being like, haha, you love Keira Knightley. Is like, okay. No, not anymore, I don't. So, I like both of them. But the fact as well, like, because he liked Charlie, like, a lot, and he had, like, a lot of feelings for him, he was taking the time to actually research things about himself and try and find himself and, like, you know, and know who he was. Unlike Ben, who was just like, yeah, I think I'm gay, I'm not sure, but I'll use you and kiss you when I feel like, just to see. And, you know, like, he was being genuine because he actually wanted to be with him. So I loved that. And so he was like, right, I think I'm bisexual, and that was everything that they were bringing that out, because I felt like I didn't actually know. No, actually, I think I did from a clip that I was watching before the show. I found out he was bisexual before. But, like, if you hadn't read the comics or anything, you would have found out from, like, this moment that he was then bisexual. Like, he was thinking he was. Oh, but, like, this has the adorable scene because obviously he tells Tara, like, they're going out. So then he can't wait to tell Charlie that he's told her. And so, like, that scene was so cute because obviously... he's like, oh, you know about Tara being out and gay? And he's like, oh yeah. And he was like, well, I told her. And he's like, wait, what? And then when he, like, jumped on him and cuddled him, shit, that was, that attacked me. And then he was like, wait, are you sure? And he was like, oh yes, of course I am. And then they kiss and, like, roll around. It was bloody hell. We will never go home with them. We actually won't. Like, I'll meet up with you in the hallway and you're still doing it. We won't. Why are you still doing that? I was at your house last night, babes. We didn't do our homework. Like, I'm still trying to do it. Help. You're better at maths than me. Help me. Oh my god. But, like, literally, because that was the way they, like, roll around. You, like, roll. Okay. Yeah. That was a really cute scene because it was sort of like, you know, like, the other kisses were sort of like new. It was all new, and we were kissing for the first time and sort of like that. But, like, this one was like, we're comfortable now and we're, like, sort of, we're going out, so, like, we're just rolling around in my bedroom kissing, like, help. But, you know, it was so cute. And then he asked about a date, like the double date, because of Tara and Darcy would talk about it, and he was like, want to go on one? Whoa, everyone was triggered by that, and he was like, yes. I was like, me no. Because, oh god, it was just the way he asked him was adorable, because he was like, I want to go to a concert. He was like, you don't have to. He was like, of course I'm going to, I want to support you. Of course I do. Like, please. And they're talking about milkshakes. Made me laugh. Not being funny though. The milkshake thing, like that scene where he tries it, it's like, oh, that actually makes me, like, it relates to them so well. Because he's basically just like, here babes, taste what it's like to like a girl, or like to be straight. And he's like, yuck, absolutely not, I hate it. So he was like, yuck, that's a crime, I don't like it. And he's like, how dare you? But he's like, fine, I'll try yours, which is dating, being gay, liking guys. And then he's like, oh, I like that too. Literally. So I'm bloody, and he's like, let's share. And he's like, no, because I don't like it. What the fuck? Well, that was honestly so cute, that bit as well. And obviously he was then like, we should do a date, just us. And he was just like, holy shit, did he just ask me out? Like, his face, you could see it. And he's like, how dare you? But he's like, fine, I'll try yours, which is dating, being gay, liking guys. And then he's like, oh, I like that too. What the fuck? Well, that was honestly so cute, that bit as well. And obviously he was then like, we should do a date, just us. And he was just like, holy shit, did he just ask me out? Like, his face, you could see it. I can't. They did, and Nick did so well in this episode. It was such a high episode, because he like told loads of people. Like he told Elle as well. Like they ended up telling her at the milkshake, you know, when they were having that they were going out, and she was like, "What?" It was so cute, and they were all like proud of him. But then it was like, why? Because I wish they'd still I wish they told Tao, but of course he was really unsure about it, so he was like, no, I won't. So it was sad because then he found out, like, but whatever. But yeah, it was a good one. I liked it. And then he was watching him do the concert. It was so cute. But yeah, I'm talking more about just Nick and Charlie because obviously I love them and they're like. But I do kind of want to talk about the others as well. But I'm just trying to because obviously it's like an hour and 22 minutes. I don't know how I'm going to edit this. It's going to be so long. I do apologise. But yeah, let's talk about 7 now. Let's go. Oh, 7. That was the interesting episode, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like a lot of people like this episode though, but of course it's sort of like it's like I said, 6 was the high, like we're on a high, and so now we just go crashing down, because obviously not being funny though, going to the cinema, that was really cute. I liked that. Obviously it made me laugh because they went to Odeon. I worked there. I was like, funny. Yeah, they went to the cinema, and the minute they saw him, I was like, oh, Jesus Christ, like, because bloody Ben and Harry were there, and you could see in Nick's face, he was like, for fuck's sake, like, why? I was like, oh my god, just fucking hold hands, flip them off and turn around and go away, just like, fuck that, but they still went. Oh, good god, and they brought in the bloody, what's a popcorn? Not really, I'm not hungry. Oh, don't do it, I'm actually not ready for that, because of, you know, spoilers if you've not seen it, but Charlie, and Charlie has an eating disorder, and they showed it, and I was like, stop, I don't like it, and him called him Char, bloody hell, Char, are you okay? He was like, Char, oh my god, help me. But basically, they just didn't give two shits about them idiots. They were just like in them. I don't know why they bothered doing that. Like, why did Nick even agree to go to that? He should have just been like, no, I'm going with my boyfriend. Like, I'm not going with you lot. Because he was like, yeah, right, and then invited Charlie. I was like, what? You should have just gone together, you know? Like, that should have been our other date on our own, sort of thing. Like, it actually should have been. But never mind. We went with them dicks, probably to add impact, you know? And the hand holding, though, holy shit, that was adorable. You're a dork. And he's like, no, I'm adorable. Oh, the actual, like, interlocking hand holding. Whoa. But of course, bloody Ben, I was like, sorry, but you were looking this way because, oh shit, Harry's there, but he's not looking, let's do it. But like, Ben is literally right behind us. So like, watch out. They obviously didn't know about that. But then that's where it was fine, and then obviously it went downhill because then that dick was being homophobic yet again and saying some shit to Charlie, and we're just like, why? Like, why are you being like this? You're being such an idiot. And he just uses it because he doesn't know as like a coping. I don't know why he does that, but he's just such a dick. And Nick was just like, no, boy, like, get away. I do like it though, because I'm not being funny, but like the first bit when he like full on like pulls him off of him and he's like, stop, and then he's like like the way he stood, I'm always like, but if you look at his face, I'm not being funny, but right there and then he could have punched him, like he could have gone at him right there and then, but of course Charlie was off, like he was running away leaving, so he was like, shit, he was like, you wait there, I'm back, I'm coming back for you, because he then, I honestly, he would have done it there and then, but of course Charlie was leaving, so he's like, wait babes, so he was like, decided to run after him first and be like, I'm so sorry. Oh my god, I can't. But yeah, it does make me laugh, because I feel like he would have done it right there and then, but he went after his boyfriend. And that bit was like, because that was it then. He was like, right, I need to punch him in the face, because of course, he was like, it's fine. And he was like, no, it's not. Like, oh my god, like, stop saying that, because it's like awful what he's saying to you. And he's like, I hate the fact that no one's realising what a dick he is to you, and like how much you've gone through already. So it was like, right, I'm off it. And like the way he like marched back and like, I can't. I actually loved that. I know it sounds weird that I'm like loving the fact he's punching him, because I probably shouldn't, because like violence isn't the answer, we know this, but like sometimes you've just got to fucking knock a bitch down, like you actually do. You just do. And the punch was the fourth one actually. It's like I rewatch it a bit because obviously I hate what he says. Like I don't blame you for punching him, but like the way he just like, it was I wanted it. I know it's horrible, but I did, and I liked it. Even though he shouldn't have done it. But then he bloody got beat up, and I was like, shit now. But well, I was just happy that he did punch him. It was fine. And the bit at school, oh god. So of course, after that, he then obviously went back to school. They went to school, and then he saw bloody Harry with beat up, and he was like, shit, what? So then he marched to form, and he was like, what happened? Not being funny though, I actually really like, I know it's quite sad this episode, and that form scene was quite sad, but I feel like this is the best form scene that they had, because it was the most real, because the other ones was just like, hi, you know, just like cute but cringing like that, but this one was real, because he sat down, and he was like, hi, but then he was like, what happened? And he was full on like, oh my god, because of his black eye. It was so cute, and Charlie was like, shit, so he was like, oh my god, what did you do? And he was obviously just like, well, I had to. He was pissing me off, so I punched him in the face, and he was like, oh, what? Oh my god, though, the way he says it though, he's like, Nick, and in the way his face, help, like, he was just like, I had to. He's like, you didn't have to. Yeah, I did. Because he was such an idiot. I told you I'm used to it. You shouldn't have to be. Oh my god. That was an actual fact. His boyfriend stating the facts in this moment. He actually was. I loved it. Because, like, you know, like, he needs to hear it because it's true. And the way that he was just like, I don't give a fuck about all of them. I actually don't care about any of them anymore. I like you. And then the way he leans on him. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm not being funny though. But, like, everyone in that form knows. They have to, because the way they've been looking at each other, touching his hands, talking, you know, and head on my shoulder. Come on, like, they're just minding their own business at this point. Like, come on. They've got to know. Like, they've got to know. I mean, they're sat on a 4-person table with, like, 2 people opposite them. They're obviously just like, yeah, we just talk to each other like, we're not paying attention to that, because, like, yeah. I don't know, but yeah, it makes me laugh, that does, but yeah. And then it sort of goes, it's sad then, because I don't know, this didn't happen, what happened next didn't happen in the comics, but it's when Charlie then feels bad, and thinks he should end it with him, you know, he then thinks to break up, and I was like, oh my god, you dare, like, absolutely not. I mean, bloody Nick, you could see that in his face when he was, like, going to do it. Like, when they sat down to talk, and he was like, you know, I've been thinking about me and you. He was like, don't you dare, don't say it, don't go there. Because he was like, no, please don't, like, I don't want that. Like, I want to be with you. So, of course, he could obviously tell. The only thing, though, that is good is, like, I hate the fact that Tao, poor thing, ends up in a fight with Harry. Because, like, you know, like, Harry was getting the bloody his hand swinging that episode. But, like, if we didn't have them fighting, he probably would have ended it with him. Because, of course, it sort of stopped him saying it, because they were like, come on, let's watch this fight. And they were like, shit, well, so ran and say, like, looked. But, like, just think if that hadn't happened, then he may have actually said it and they would have been ended. And I would have been like, no! So, it's a bit of, like, a interesting situation, but, like, yeah, no, it was sad. And obviously, you could just, I didn't want it. I was like, you dare end it. Like, you don't. Because we knew that he didn't want to break up with him. He just felt like he needed to, because he's got that kind of personality. And I'm like, no, stop. It was horrible. Oh, no, that episode was interesting, because I liked it, but I also didn't, because it was sad, and obviously he then fell out with Tao as well, and it was just like, don't throw that. And the fact it was number 7, and there was only 8 episodes, I was like, shit, don't do that, like, don't end it on a sad note, because I'm not happy with that. I was like, we're on episode 8, better live up, you know, better redo, like, resolve all this shit. But it did, and I was happy. Oh yes, let's talk about that, let's go. Okay, so the last episode, Episode 8, the one called Boyfriend. Oh god. Okay, I was happy. I really was. So I was glad. But of course, it started sad still because that one ending like that. And bloody hell, the scene with his sister, shit. That's bad. But the scene with his sister, bloody hell. I was like, no, stop being like that, because it's all over shit. And she was like that. She was like, no, like, don't think that. But yeah, he still did, and it was like, ugh. But no, I was just like, bloody hell. But either way, I just, yeah, either way, that's how he felt, and you can't help it. But like, I just couldn't cope with him avoiding. Obviously, Tao then started to avoid him because of like his issues, and then Charlie was avoiding Nick because he was like, I want to like see you and be with you, but I'm trying to be away from you. And he was like, no, he was trying to be, and I hated it. I really did. And the fact that he like left the rugby team as well, I was like, oh, because he didn't in the comic. So I'm wondering how that's going to pan out in the season 2. My door's rattling. But yeah, it was hard because he kept avoiding him. But then we got the best, like, I honestly loved the scene between Nick and Tao because we needed that. It was driving me nuts that Tao was being such an idiot towards him. So then of course he went up to, but then I feel like he did change when he found out that they were together. He was like, oh, okay. And then when they spoke about it, it was like water under the bridge then. So I am looking forward to more scenes with them, like maybe him then being alright with Nick, because of course he wasn't for like most of it. It wasn't, he was like being funny with him. He just didn't trust him, which you can understand. But yeah, I did love that scene. I feel like we needed that, so I was really happy with that. And of course Nick was still trying to get to him. He was like texting him like, shit babes, talk to me, you know, like don't isolate and things like that. I hated it. So there was that. Obviously though, because he was avoiding him, we didn't have as much until like basically like the end part where you know, we did the sports day, because all sports day, that's not in the book either. None of that happened, because actually what happened in the comic, so after the cinema, he did the punch, and then I think Charlie went to Nick's house and then ended up seeing the thing, like it wasn't school again, and then they were like talking about it, but then they made up or something, and they were fine and cuddled, and then they went on a date, like they just went straight to the beach. So none of the like going through the shit where I think I should break up with you and like the sports day, none of that happened in the book. They just did it earlier. But I liked the sports day in the show. I really did. I thought that was fun. So we got that. And of course, bloody Charlie with everything, with his running, and bloody Ben, he was like, right, fuck you, like, actually do, because I hate you. You're so annoying, leave me alone. Yeah, please do. That was so funny, the way he just left him on the floor. I was like, but yeah, and then, I'm not being funny though, but that scene where they were doing, obviously he was doing the rugby, and I was like, do not Cinderella story me. Like, actually don't. I was like, shit. He's gonna like ditch the game and run off and kiss Charlie on the other side, and then I'm not gonna be okay. Obviously, he didn't kiss him, which I'm sort of sad about, but like I'm not at the same time, because obviously, you know, it's not really meant for that. But yeah, the fact that the whole time he was like, where is he? He was like looking for him, and then when he saw him, he just was like, fuck that, and like ditched the ball and then ran off to go to him. Oh, Jesus Christ, loved it. And then took his hand, dragged him off, and that's when Imogen was like, okay. Yes. And that entire speech, the corridor, was like, whoa, it helped me so much. It helped me a lot. I feel like, though, the exact words that he says is things that I've written in the past, you know, for like things that I write, you know, when I do my own shit. You know, that whole like, I don't want to break up, you know, like, meeting you was better. What was it? My life is way better because I met you. Oh, yes, actual fact. Like, I've discovered who I am. I know that all my friends are dicks, and they're not my friends. Like, I know that I love, like, you, who I need in my life, you know, things like that. Oh, it was just so cute. I just loved it. And Charlie's face was just like, oh, okay, you know, like, because of course he didn't actually say he wanted to break up, but he just could tell, so he just said it like, I don't want to break up. So we were like, wait, what? Oh god. Oh, and then he did like, they sort of did the reverse thing, like the parallels from the episode 4, where it was like Charlie grabs his face, Nick. Oh my god. So he like grabs his face. I believe you. Oh my god. Literally though, what some of the lines that he said that killed me? Obviously that I don't want to break up. My life is better since I met you. What else was it? I don't care about it because it's all worth it to be with you. Yes, it's all worth it to be with you. I want us to be together. Oh, literally all of them. And they're like, you're my favourite person. Shit, son. Like, if I was like, shit, Charlie, how are you still there? Like, I'd be dead after somebody saying these things to me. I actually would. And then of course he grabs and kisses him. Oh, that kisses everything as well. The slow-mo as they did the like side swap thing. Woo! I was like, whoa, that's everything. And the way they had like their arms around each other at the like as they split apart, and he was like, shit, we're in the corridor. He was like, yeah, as it can. Yes. I mean, in a way, yeah, but like I brought you in here for a reason because everyone else is outside. So like, and then he asked him out, are you free on Sunday? Oh my god, and that entire like montagey thing, them at the beach. Whoa, like couple goals for the win. I actually loved it so much. Obviously like we're at the beach holding hands, on the merry-go-round. When they were that little tiny bit where they were walking and then he kisses him again. Shit, I get attacked by that kiss a lot, and it was like brief, but it was just so cute, and they were doing it public. Like, come on, like he was full on just like, yeah, we're on a date, we're kissing and holding hands and being boyfriends. Wow. And the photo booth scene, like the bit in the photo booth was so cute. Like he's like, shit, get on my knee because there's no room. Oh, help. It was, yeah, and then of course we're on the beach and he like opens up about the fact that he's like, yeah, I think I'm definitely bisexual, right? We're gonna, you know, like, I'm okay with coming out now, I think. And he's like, wait, what? But the thing that makes me laugh is like, I don't want to make a public announcement, and then seconds later he stands up like, I like Charlie's ring. I was like, okay, you just said that, but I think we know what he means. He just means like, I don't want to post it on Instagram so like everyone can tell. I just want to tell people that matter, which basically doesn't mean fucking Harry and the dickheads. But like his mum, of course. We'll get into that. But like, literally every single moment they had together was everything. When he asked, oh god, like the bit where he asked, like, does this mean we're boyfriends? And he was like, of course it does. Like, we were making out like 10 times. Like, isn't that not confirmation enough? And he was just like, well, I wasn't sure. Because, of course, that dick Ben made him feel like shit when he asked him that the first time. So he was, like, nervous about asking Nick. But he was like, yes, of course. And then picks him up. Oh, my God. Runs into the sea. Oh, my God. Everyone was triggered, though, that he ran into the ocean with his shoes on. They were like, what is he doing? Why is he going in his shoes? I don't know, but like, I mean, please, it's rough, so like, it's stones, like, it'll hurt if I take them off, so like, I'll keep my shoes on, it's fine. But like, Jesus, that part where it was like, you're my boyfriend, I'm your boyfriend, we're boyfriends. Oh god, that was so cute. And then he was like, don't you dare drop me, I'm not gonna drop you. Oh god, shit. And then we go on the bloody towel and cuddle. Yeah, I'm officially, I want more, but I don't think I can survive it because I'm already dead. I actually am. And then they like cut to the coming out scene to his mom. Fuck me. And Olivia Colman, the queen. I didn't talk about her. Why did I not? But like his mom, Olivia Colman, queen only. And oh my god, I loved that it was her. And so, oh, that scene as well. The way that it was written, and like, we all can tell, because obviously they talk about it, and he goes home, makes his cup of tea, and was like, ha, cup of cha. But like, you can see in his face, and then the music cuts out, and he just, like, goes to sit down, and we're all like, oh, and then the minute he says mum, and we're all like, oh shit now, like, we're all attacked, like, he just says mum, and we're like, oh god, he's gonna do it, he's gonna say it, oh god. Oh, no, but I loved the way he worded that as well. You know, like, he's my boyfriend. Charlie's my boyfriend. Yeah, I was sobbing very much. And she was like, wait, what? I mean, I'm pretty sure she knew. She had, like, she sensed a bit, but she wasn't completely, like, oh, of course. I feel like she was still shook, but she was, like, sort of had an idea. But I just, it was just the cutest thing ever. And, of course, yeah, again, it was well acted by both of them, because he attacked me so much. And then he was like, I still like girls, but I like boys too. I'm not okay. And it made me laugh. She was like, you don't have to say you like girls if you don't. And he was like, no, I do. Oh, Jesus Christ. And the fact that he admitted that he started liking him way before they started dating, which he was like, well, yeah, we can tell that. Like, we can see that. Because it's like, we always say it's a few months, because then he's like, oh, we started dating a few months ago. But then, like, I met him in my form, like, a few months ago. So he's known him for so long, and obviously was friends with him for, like, a bit, but then he started feeling for him, and then we kissed and started dating. So, like, a lot of time has passed in these, like, 8 episodes. It's funny. But no, it was... And the way she hugged him, she was like, oh, baby, same. I was like, me, I'm pretty sure I said that as she said it, and I was like, whoa. But I was like, same. But yeah, it was adorable. It really was. It was like the best scene to have, like, and everyone has loved that scene. All the LGBTQ plus community has resonated with it, you know, related, and some people have used it to come out, which is so good. Like, I think that's amazing, like, how well they did it. And I feel like it's one of them scenes that literally everyone needs to watch. You know, like, it really is. And then, of course, they do a bloody... Netflix do its own bloody, like, montage, like, edit thing with the music in the background, and then show them again, like, throughout the whole thing, which I think is the bloody reason why we all rewatch it. Because we watch that, and then we're like, shit, I loved that bit, I loved that, like, now I need to watch it again. Literally, like, the minutes after you've ended it, you're watching it again because they do that to you, and it's like, oh... why? And then they're back on the towels cuddling, and he's like, does that mean we're gonna tell people? Yep. Yeah. But it's such a bittersweet moment, because then it's ending and it's all happy, and then I'm sad. I feel like I would have been crying. I was crying. I was. But I would have been crying either way. Like, if it was a sad ending, I would have been crying and wanting more. But the fact it was happy ending, I was crying and still wanting more. So I couldn't win. I couldn't. I was dead, I was crying, and I was like, I need more. Like, I need more desperately. I'm not actually ready for the moment where I can watch it, and it ends at that, and then it starts season 2. Like, what? You know, like, it then goes into season 2 and that starts. Oh my god, can you imagine that moment when we get that? It's gonna be everything. It actually is. Alright, so that is everything for this video. Oh yes, of course, I rambled on for days, so I'm really sorry about that. Yet again, I'll probably timestamp it, so, like, if you don't want to watch all of it, you don't have to. You can just, like, click certain parts. You can probably tell my voice is starting to go a bit, like, drony, because I've been talking for bloody an hour and 45 minutes. Yeah, I need help, I really do. Someone help me. But yeah, I really hope that you enjoyed. Please give me a like, and don't forget to subscribe if you are new. Please let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know if you also love Heartstopper as well, because I know we all do. Like, come on, like, I've seen so many people talk about it on TikTok that it's not even a joke. So yeah, please talk to me in the comments, because I wanna like talk to you about it more. I mean, because obviously, like I said, I've only really talked about Nick and Charlie, but of course there's, like, other characters. I've talked about bits, but, like, there's still other things we could say. But I feel like that's enough for today, so that's where I'm gonna leave it at. But yes, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in my very next video. Bye bye. We're gonna what? Okay. He's here when he's going apeshit. Whoa, that's a bit disgusting. Hold on. What is that? What the fuck? Why is that going over my house? Is it the air raids? What? Whoa, 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 whoa. I feel like I'm back in World War I. What? Whoa. Where's that come from? Maybe that's going to some air show or something, but like, whoa. Sorry? Oh, it's in Lancaster. I can hear my dad shouting it. They're outside like, whoa, but like, yeah, it was brilliant, Dad. But like, whoa. I was like, hold on, I can see something black in the sky. It was a massive plane. Anyways, carry on.